Okay, today we're talking about cultural maps, okay? And a cultural map is exactly what we just see on page 216. It gives you an idea of some of the things that happen in a country or state or area. You can do cultural maps about things like religion, language, ethnicity. There are a lot of different cultural maps. Today we're looking at one that talks about language, and we're talking about religion. So follow along on page 216, please. Why learn this skill? Well, first of all, I'm going to show you today, hopefully, that these can be fun. I know you had homework from yesterday, and some of you aren't done with it, and that's fine. For today, I want you to take a pause from it, and I want you to focus on this. Symbols on road signs give people information without using words. They show information in a way that lets people understand it quickly. For example, a road sign showing a picture of a leaping deer tells you that it's a deer crosswalk. Just kidding. That deer crossed the road there. Now, why is that important? It's important because when you're driving late at night and there's a deer crosswalk sign, I like to call it a deer crosswalk sign because we have crosswalks, deer should have crosswalks too. It's just fun. Okay? It lets the drivers know to be careful because there are a lot of deer in this area, so you don't run into one. On maps too, symbols show information in a way that let people understand it quickly. Map symbols might tell where certain products are made or where battles were fought. Like other kinds of maps, cultural maps can give you a general picture of a region of the world. Cultural maps may use symbols that show places where most of the people speak a certain language or follow a certain religion. These maps can help you understand more about the people and cultures in those places. So looking at the map right now and looking at the key of the map, what kind of generalization can we make about the area in which that map shows? Take a look and kind of decompress it in your mind. What's a generalization? What's one big thing we can take from this map? A lot of people worship Hinduism. Okay, that's the religious practice that most of that region practices. What else can we learn from this map? Let's get someone's hands up besides Gabe. I just want to hear other people. I know you know the answer. Let's hear other people. Dylan? That's called Sikhism. Okay? Those are Sikhs. There's only two of them, so it's not a very big religion, right? And in fact, that's actually the definition. It's a sub-religion of sorts, so it's not very big. Good generalization. What else, Gabe? It is, yes, it's Indo-European, which is a language. It's kind of a mix between Indian and parts of European, where it's a different kind of language set. Anybody else have any other generalizations? Adam?
Not a lot of people worship Christianity.
Christianity is not very big in that part of the world. As we said earlier, Hinduism is pretty big.
There's a lot of different religions in places that are close.
So what do you suppose that's going to lead to? In eastern India, eastern part of that map, a bunch of different religions, all in 250 square miles. What do you suppose that's going to create?
A lot of war.
A lot of fighting. A lot of people not seeing eye to eye on things. So, as you can see in the Middle East, that's exactly the case. Okay? There is a lot of fighting, especially on the eastern side of that map. Okay, so, with that being said, you can keep that map open, but I want to show you that cultural maps can be fun. Not saying that this one wasn't, because it was, I'm riveted. Okay? But cultural maps can be fun. So today we're going to spend time working on a map of India. That would be fun. Just kidding. The United States. That's going to be fun. And let me show you some examples of how fun cultural maps can be. And I know I've showed you these before, but that's okay. Does anybody like sports in this room? You can do a cultural map about sports teams. Here's how it works. You have to find the city and put it on the map using a symbol. Like the Green Bay Packers. You'd put in Green Bay, so you draw a little Green Bay Packers symbol. Okay? There are other ones that my class is doing and that you guys are more than welcome to do. I posted a link in the classroom. Some of these maps, not all of them, some of these maps are cultural maps. So if we scroll down here, this is an example of a cultural map. Okay? These are different symbols of different products that are made in the United States, state by state. Some of them are not classroom appropriate. Okay? So you may not use those. So if you go to Colorado or Missouri, those are two areas where you're going to have to choose a different product. But you can see in Texas, Dr. Pepper, Best Western in New Mexico and Arizona, Zappos in Nevada, Apple in California, Starbucks in Washington, FedEx in Tennessee. Those are examples. This is the one that I really like. Some people are doing sodas. There's the different sodas. You are more than welcome to do those. I'm trying to find the other products map. I think I passed it once. There it is. Right here. Another really good example of a cultural map. Where different restaurants in the world originated from. Okay? Most of them originated right here in the United States. Sonic in Oklahoma. Oklahoma City is the home of the very first Sonic ever. McDonald's. A lot of people think it was California, including myself, before I read this map and did some research, but it actually opened in Chicago, Illinois. Culver's. Everybody here knows Culver's, but if you go around the country, Culver's is not a very well-known restaurant chain. In-N-Out Burger. I bet not very many people have been there. Some of you might have. Okay? It's fantastic. It's fantastic. But it's not native to Wisconsin. It originated in California. Papa Murphy's, which is fantastic as well. Okay? Papa Murphy's is in that little spot between California and Washington and a state known as Oregon. You are free to use whatever map you want to look at and make your own cultural map on the United States. Some kids are just writing the names of sports teams or restaurants. That's not a cultural map. You're writing stuff. A cultural map uses symbols or colors. That's what I'd like you to do for today. You can hit stop. Thank you.